The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Tab and pin time. Now, you got to understand, if you've not been here before, I'm direct, I'm blunt, but I make millionaires. This isn't for everybody. This is for the people that are serious, that want to be told what to do, led by their hand, build their $1 million dream, and get past go. If that's you, stick around. If not, bye-bye. I made my first million at 14, okay? It's impossible. Baloney. I made 2.6 billion at 26. Are into corporate structure. Impossible. You see, everybody's out there going blah, blah, blah. I get tired of stupid. You know what? I really do. All right? Because you've been ripped off by your friends and family, and you put up with that. All right? Some of them ripped you off and stole your money, but you let them do that. So let's get past go. Now, I'm the godfather of credit. What a silly name they gave me years ago. KNX Radio, been on there 49 years. This is live. You have a question? Type it. See if you can handle it today. Because I'm going to give you the truth. Now, the bottom line is very simple. No pictures, no recording. I need you to put it here. So you got some problems. You got some real big problems. Why? Because when you build your personal credit file, you listen to friends and family going blah, 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 and they didn't know what they're really doing anyway. So I'm going to correct a lot of the silly stuff, okay? No pictures, no recording. Simple. Now let's understand. I like Lamborghinis, my favorite car. I got a bunch of them in a collection. I like Ferraris too. Well, let's have some fun. Now I got a couple of problems. I got to warn you about me a little bit more. When I was in the 6th grade, they told me I was retarded. See, I write with two hands, doing two different things simultaneously, and have a third conversation. And it freaked them out. And then I end up rhyming all the time. I got told to recall an IQ of 203. Is that okay? Because I like making money. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I thought it sucked. My mommy put me in a damn trash can outside Guardian Hospital after I was born in the taxi. That kind of sucks. I got to be a Mrs. Hope. What a good name. The she-devil from hell. Today, your journey begins with me. If you want to play, Well, guess what? Step by step. So let's play. Look behind that curtain. Because the problem with you didn't look behind the curtain. You accept things. Never hear the word no. Understand, we're going to take out your personal credit cards now. Get them out. I want to stick you in the back of the card. If you don't become a 750 and above, all right, and getting past go in a corporation with millions of dollars of credit, you're never going to get where you want to go. Look how old you are today. Come on, look at your age. Look at your past, present, and future. Come on. The roller coaster that's been knocking you down, up and down too. So we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. If you put a sticky behind your credit cards and you write the limit of that credit card right on that card, that sticky, and you maintain 25%, never past 29%, write it down. This 100,000 would be 71,000 of safety credit. Problem with you need to learn the rules and tools that I set up with training Ken Yarbrough years ago. See, anything past 29%, you're on plop. Your score drops. You get stuck. You can't get it anymore, and you can't write out daily squat. I want you to listen today and write down the line of defense. You see, I got a choice, so do you. I want to get you to millionaire. Let's see if I can get you past go. Next thing is we have to understand how it started in the first place. TRW used to make bicycle parts. Then they got information business, and then they became Aspiria in 96. But TRW stood for The Report's Wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. When I designed this for Yarbrough years ago, it was basically simple. It was good, fair, or hell no. All cards but two use the 29% rule. Now let's understand, we need to teach all the kids in school because you made a lot of mistakes. You don't want them to make two. Now I'm the only one certified by the NACB, by the way. Isn't that fun? Now let's focus. Can you focus right here? This is chapter 18. You can find it everywhere you go, that a corporation is a legal person. Supreme Court says so. Now let's understand, I'm 7.5 years old at the Hope family house being used and abused by her, Mrs. Hope and her son David. The reality is very simple. A corporation is illegal what? Come on, if you got one, you don't even know what you're doing. Sorry to say, but it's true. Now understand, it's illegal what? Person. It may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that part. So I kind of screwed up. So I'm hearing this at a poker game, and I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. Now, you know what I did the next day? I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. I went in and said, "Ma'am, what does this mean?" She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, "Here's a buck of his buck." I ran the back. I thought she was just a bee. Your problem, sorry, is you. Everything you've done trying to get to where you want to go, and a lot of times you've wasted money, you got ripped off, and you don't know how to play. We're going to show you how I got to million to billion in a corporate structure. Is that okay with you? Now understand what it says, may sue or be sued. The next thing I want you to focus. Now, I went back to the library for 2 years. That lady wasn't nice in the beginning. She was never really nice, but then she gave me $3 or $4 at a time. I created my own blueprint. Now, I sent away, and listen carefully, I sent away $10 to the Secretary of State of California, $10. Right now, nonprofit's $30. So it hadn't really went up much. And if you have a question, Edgar, all right, type the question. Your hand's up, type it. I'll answer the question. Now let's understand. I sent away $10. I got brave enough, mowing yards, selling seeds and clackers when I was a kid. I sent away $10. I wanted to see about the corporation, see if it would work. See, I don't understand people who spend thousands of dollars for corporations and incorporated service and attorney and all that crap when they didn't learn diddly squat and they're all free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee. I came back and I got Helping Hand Industries. Helping Hand, back in the 70s and 80s, got credit cards in the mail. We didn't have to apply. Unfortunately, a lot of stupid people started using their SSN and screwing up that too. I even got named in the movie Dave. Is that okay? Now let's understand, I made a mistake in 12.5 years old. I got named in a lawsuit. Why? I started the Orange County Blind Center because my little friend was blind. And I used the word Braille. And I got in trouble. I got pulled into court. So the reality is I didn't realize names about trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. Kind of like Velcro. You use that? No. You use hook and loop. Velcro is the name of a company also done to California. Do you blow your nose on Kleenex or tissue? See, those are the things you have to master and protect your assets as well. I'm the inventor of division process. So let's understand how to play. It's very simple as we do this starting today. We get to play. Now let's understand something today. It's very simple. I want you to focus on your corporation. Maybe you have one today. Corporation. Your corporation, you're the officer, you're the incorporator, your name's all over it. When they sue the corporation, they sue you. And that's the ultimate goal. So the reality is you're a duck and a sheep. Unfortunately to say, that's just true. So if they sue the corp, they sue you. The reality is all corporations, you're going to get sued if you have a problem. So you might want to think about division process. So as we play this game, let's understand January 1st, if you have an LLC, be a little careful. The Treasury Department came up with the CTA Act. So understand the next thing is put all your ducks in a row. Ultimate goal. What did it mean to me? I asked the grown-ups what it meant. You know what they did? They came back and said, that's about it. They couldn't explain what they're really talking about, all these little sayings. So I put a corporation, entities, call them divisions. You see, that would get you up to $1 million of credit. That would be the ultimate goal, to never bring the pain home. As we play, warning, I'm honest and I'm blunt. All right. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you flat out, if I'm going to tell it like it is. So don't get mad at me when I say you follow stupid, you did stupid, you're not stupid. See, a lot of people do a lot of stupid things. And the reality is 40% of people do corporations don't do diddly squat. The other 60% are trying to figure what's next. But I make millionaires all the time. If you'd like to be next, let me know. Here's the thing. I'm the godfather of credit. Ray Reynolds, that's me. I will tell you what to do, and I will treat you like you're 2 years old because I don't want you to make mistakes. Now, this morning, I had to get mad at a client. They're screwed up. The reality is, well, you were getting mad at me. Yes, you screwed up. Fix it. This is what you need to do. I have these coaching programs that I basically get them to get past go. Now, let's understand. It's very simple. Everything we're trying to do, all right, I have a foolproof program as long as you follow through. That means you're going to have to be part of the program. My clients are anywhere from basically Arnold, all right, Dr. Lucky in Fiji Island in the hospital we created years ago. Could be Superman at Gold's Gym. He says I kick ass and motivate. $1 million credit. Simple. College professor, Biola University. Could be Glenn, who lived in his car for 3 years. I gave him a race 360. That's $450,000 of credit, new house, new business, and new car. Is that okay? $1.6 million. Little Karen delivered pizza in one of my boot camps. And the reality, I said, stick around. I try to get properties in Long Beach, California. From there, she got $1.2 million in 9 months and does her little videos. So let's play. And here's basically people coming out of prison as well, too. This is Freeway Ricky, Dickie Ross, Gold and Platinum cards. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. Within 6 months, I rebuilt his life in brand new dump trucks, doing millions of dollars a year. Simple. Let's understand today. You need to understand how the system works. Let's go back to history just a little bit. In 1934, we had our president, Franklin D. Roosevelt. He had the Gold Reserve Act. That's called Fort Knox. He confiscated it all. He told you how much your wedding ring could weigh. From there, we got our Social Security number, you and me, most of us at 14 to 16, because that's what we were told to do. We filled out an SS5 form for the SSN. Next thing we have to understand is very simple. President Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. Now, how does that affect some of you? Simple. The moment he did that, every woman at the hospital who delivered a baby is federally mandated. She can't get released from the hospital with her baby until she fills out an SS5 form for the SSN. So that's how it worked. They get the corner of the mama, the baby just came out, they're going to go up take a nap, but we got to get the form due for the SSN for SS5. That's how it works. So they were bonded up to $35 million apiece. So let's understand the biggest mistake people make is they don't understand the difference between SS5 and SS4. Let's remember SS5 is SSN, one, to create your 1040 tax return. We the people, tax ID is going to be what we talk about next. So SS5, SS4. So let's compare the two. Can you put your hands like this for me just for a minute, please? So let's understand. We get an SSN, it's not even ours. It's basically bonds us to $35 million apiece against us. And every dollar we bring in is tax, and probate when we're dead. They reach in the grave when we die. And the reality is the time of death at the hospitals for the state and federal government. So if we look at the SS4, no tax is due till you're profitable. So the ability is learn how to play the game. So let's understand. Your name right there, line 1. So let's do it again. Legal name of entity. The legal name of entity. So what does that really mean? Let's see. The Bank of America bankrupts 5,000 locations. Their branch numbers, cities, grocery stores. So they play the game. So it says legal name of entity or individual person. You're a person, right? Your name can go in line 1 right there. So if we learn how to play this game, SS5 equals SSN in 1040 tax return. There's the goal. From there, an SS4. That means an SS4 equals 1120 tax return, and it means it's a tax ID. We, the people, have the chance to get the American dream, but most people are following the wrong people in the wrong direction. Truly a second chance to play the game and win. Now, if you're one of those tax protesters and you don't pay tax, you don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Listen to his stupid attorneys and CPAs. Wesley Snipes is one of the most popular action guys out there making money, and then he lies because his CPAs and attorneys tell him to. Kind of stupid. But the reality is he went to prison for 3 years, $5 million fine. So if you're one of those ding-dongs, go ahead and go back to prison where you belong. But if you want to play, you understand how to play with the IRS. You work by the rules. If you write down irs.gov and you write down 1244, you can find out that you and a corporation can file a tax return together. It's called a single filing, and almost not pay tax anyway. So I don't understand why Wesley screwed up. Or you did too, some of you. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. So let's look at 5 reasons we want corporate credit. 5 of them. Come on. Understand. It's a write-off, anything under tax ID. It's free money. Where are you going to get the money, the $100,000 to the $1 million, to really do a real business? You're going to win the lottery, get a hell of a raise? What are you going to do? Steal, rob a bank? So understand, free money. We build up the credit files and build up the credit right away for you. And that way you don't hurt your family. And if you use the division process that I invented in 85, 86, your name's not on it, and you can't hurt your family or the corporation ever again. Would that be okay with you? The next thing is we build legacies for you and your family. So let's understand, free money. If you take the credit I rebuild you, person, corp, division process, and we take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, the payment's under $650. What's the average person waste in a given month? So let's understand, if we want to do what needs to really be done, your problem, I'm sorry to say, is you. You did not build residual income. There's your biggest mistake. Okay? I like boring businesses. So I want you to focus on a couple of things, okay? When I had, by the time I was 17 and a half, I had 19 houses. I'm doing flippity-dippity-does. Became a pain in the ass too. But what happens is they told me I'd get number 20. I couldn't do it. Loan to value problem. So I put them in division process. It freed everything up for me. So let's understand what happens from here, how we play the game. So let's play and let's learn to win, okay? So what happens is building an income. If you can basically invest, that's you being an investor, $300 to $600 a month, okay? Or weekly. You got to figure out your budget. You piss away money all the time. If you take weekly of $300 to $600 a week, bi-weekly $600 to $1,200. Well, I want you to take a picture of these things when I'm done. Monthly $1,500 to $2,400. Okay. What I want you to do is think about becoming an investor. I want you to be serious about it. Now that not all of you are going to do it because why? Half of you don't like to do anything. You're lazy. The other half wanted to go get it. So become the investor you always wanted to be. So take a picture right here. Go ahead, click. Come on. So based on a weekly budget, based on what's comfortable, something you don't have to hurt your family, you get involved in a coaching package. Okay? Believe in yourself. This is where I'm going to get you. As we play this game, let's understand, because business to me is a game. We're going to focus on boring businesses. I've been doing this for 45 years, helping people get into properties, franchises, storage units, laundromats, dry cleaners, something that's just boring as can be, and they don't do a darn thing. You see, if you're an investor, you end up owning it, not running it. There's the difference. I mean, the worst case, you take $100 a week, you get in a program, and you build it up, and I basically give you assignments to do, and I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to give you all this and rebuild your life. If you do your homework that I tell you, because we're live and all the classes are live with me, and you do this correctly, I'm going to build you $5,000 to $15,000, all right, of credit. You can reinvest in yourself for the corporate, the divisions. Take away excuses. Now, let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. They took 50 corporations. They call them states. States got corporations, they call them cities. And then from there, they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. They get to bankrupt their debt. They've done it in 11 cities. You could have did the same thing without bringing the pain home, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Got it? So again, stop bringing the pain home. Now, I'd like you to write down the word division of me. Can you do that for yourself? Division of me. Let's focus. We're going to look at this form one more time. Legal name of entity, corp, division, subsidiary. We're going to look at it, says, or individual person. Got it? I'm going to build you a corporate umbrella of $1 million of cash credit. That is my goal for you. $1 million of cash credit, and basically get you into business so you get to be an investor. From here, here's my dashboard. I'm an affiliate. I'm allowed to use an SSN or SS4. So again, I'm going to do based on a person, corp, division, or subsidiary. You see, if you're going to screw up anything, do a division of you, because then you don't hurt your family or your SSN. You hurt your SS4 and go get another one. Your problem is you didn't give yourself more than one chance to try, and you keep bringing the pain home. I said that kind of sucks. So let's look at that division of you one more time. Let's look at one of the Lamborghinis part of the collection. Here's the keys. It's $1 million Lamborghini. The payment is $6,086 a month. $6,000, almost $6,900 a month. If I buy it through me and I can't pay it, they're going to take it away. They're going to report it to the creditors. So now I've got shitty credit. They're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. I have a tax problem and I'd have double shitty credit. If I buy it through the corporation, they sue the corp, they sue me anyway, because I'm the officer, I'm the founder. Simple, I'm a duck. If I buy it through a division, listen carefully, and I guarantee it is a division of me. Listen carefully. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guarantee SS4. I got no intent to do fraud, neither do you, I hope. What happens next is very simple. If I can't pay for it, I'm going to do the 3-step I invented for myself. Can you write down the 3-step for you? I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to keep all my companies, my shopping centers, my buildings, all the things that I have, and commercial properties and everything else, just fun stuff, and strip malls and my subways, and I'm going to keep my donut stores and my shakies and all the pieces. But I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate this sucker. If I can't save it within 6 months, under the Federal Protection Act public record, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it, throw the sucker away. But I did not bring the pain to the corporation or my family. Why did you? Why did you bring the pain home in the first place? Why would you ever want to be you when it comes to personal credit? Because that sucks. When you lease a building, should it be you or division? When you get property, should they be in divisions? Because you don't know who's going to slip and fall in suit and screw you up. Division, your name's not on it. So from here, it's like all the silly people talking about TikTok, YouTube, and Google. You need an LLC. You need stop the crap. The IRS only says one thing. If your corporate sued, you're screwed up. The bottom line is how you receive the money at SS4. No taxes due till you're profitable. Period. We'll talk about what type of corporation and structure on my level 1 and setup class every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to take the Fair Lending Act that allows us to take one card into 99 more cards. How many would you like? You see, I'm sorry, but bullshit's bullshit. I got $53 million of credit cards that I've been collecting all my life since I was a kid. And billions of dollars credit too. See, here's the problem. Most of you are like Mary. Mary's nice. She's sweet. She's Ivy League education. Her husband she married was in the 3rd grade when they got married eventually. It's simple. They're making $500,000 a year. They got 2 kids, a cat, a dog, and a fish. Oh, goody. Well, Mary wants a restaurant because Grandma taught her how to cook. She hires a CPA and the attorney. Attorney says, okay, the lease, 10-year lease options. Okay, goody. And then the CPA. Oh, we're going to look at the books as you bring in the money. Now, here's the problem with Mary. Mary took $98,000 of her personal credit. Her score dropped to crap. She goes, what did I do wrong? What did the attorney and CPA say? How many CPAs and attorneys have screwed you over? How many? Come on, be honest. See, here's the problem, Mary. Mary signed a 10-year lease. And that attorney didn't know how to play. Problem is the restaurant failed and then she went bankrupt. And then it filed a personal bankruptcy too and lost her home. Her husband divorced her after 3 weeks. He says, I didn't sign it for that. You see, you understand something. I want you to focus right now. I want you to understand something. What you do is wrong. Sorry, it's just going to be truth. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm going to make you happy. I might even piss you off, make you cry, but we're going to get you where you need to go. You need to understand. She needed to be a CFO as a division in the restaurant and guarantees a division of her. That way, if it screws up, you get rid of the peace. You never hurt the corporate or your family. I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? I don't think I'll ever understand stupid, to be honest with you. Why would anybody in their right mind ever bring the damn pain home? Because they don't know how to play my way. But understand, when I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago, why haven't you paid attention? I want to build your $1 million, all right, umbrella for you. Look at your corporate if you have one. Come on, look it up. Find your corporation on the Secretary of State's website. Go for it. Your name's incorporated, you're on the officers list, and probably most of you use your home address in the first place, which is really stupid because now you're on the national mailing list. You're on the robocall list too because you added your home address. It just makes sense. Use the mailbox, etc. They said put your ducks in a row. What the hell did you do? You forgot you had a duck. You like to be the duck. Well, that kind of sucks. So right now, if they sue the corporation, they sue you. That really sucks, doesn't it? Why don't you create your line of defense and learn how to play? Every bank and grocery store in the city know how to play, but you keep bringing the damn pain home. Now, here's a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall I obtained. Here's a Lamborghini worth $1 million. My name's all over on Ray Reynolds University on the side doors, too. Here's a $5 million mansion. Here's a race boat for $1 million. I obtained, and what the hell's wrong with you? Are these turned up yet? I don't understand why you ever brought the pain home in the first place. You like goodies? I like goodies, don't you? So if we understand, I'd like to make you a corporate millionaire, if you allow me to. I add you to my credit system. I can show you how I got that $5 million mansion too, and we'll play and see what your goal is today. See, you got to look at the days to the left of this year. We have a problem. Mayday, mayday, mayday. What's our problem? This is 2023. If your corporation is in file now, your nonprofit, your profit, and your divisions, good luck. Banks for checkbook money, lines of credit, you have to be 2 years old. So that means by January, if it's done now, January 1st, it's on its second year, calendar year. You're wasting time, but that's back on you. So now what I've done for 45 years is simple. Online or in person, I help people get to the American dream. Now, next year, I'm starting a radio and TV show again. We were starting to back up again. Unfortunately, we had this pandemic that kind of got in the way. So we're going to get past that. I'm going to take 50 of the people I'm in my coaching programs and put them on the show so they can tell their story. That's half the fun. So let's understand. When I was flipping dippity properties, flippity dippity is what I call them. All right, I had my 19 houses, doing what needed to be done. I had to deal with a lot of shitty people. The contractor that hires a subcontractor from Home Depot. All right, the loan person, this person, the agent, the broker. They're all liars trying to get in your pocket. And that sucks. We're chasing for $50,000. By the time we stressed out, it's like, it's a pain in the ass. Heads. At 21, I decided to do something different. If I'm going to sell the property, I'm going to be the bank. Write it down. You sold car or house before, and you got your money, but you could have become the bank for 30 years or 15 years on that property or that asset. Instead, you let it go bye-bye. Are these turned up yet? So I want you to write down an assignment of mortgage. I'll show you an example. If we take an apartment complex and dissect that sucker, that means we're going to split deed it. The city's going to get more tax money. They'll love that. And we become the bank. We use an assignment of mortgage. Can you write that down too? See, your problem is you did not build residual income. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't understand. It's like right now in 14 states, you have brand new properties under $100,000. In 14 states, you can do basically one thing on the properties $100,000 or less. They want $5,000 down. How many would you like? See, you don't want to manage these suckers. You got third-party management or Section 8 or both. Why would you want to work something when you don't have to? You work smart versus hard. But again, that's up to you. What I designed for me as a kid was cash flow free per time. I wrote in my book 45 years ago. You had 2 people try to steal that line too, and both of them filed bankruptcy anyway. So let's understand something. The goal is very simple today. If we take $5,000 down and we finance it, Section 8 or third-party management, that's just a real estate game. Why would I want to fix something up? I mean, why fix it up? I mean, properties in California, unless you're worth millions, you're not going to buy one in the future anyway. In the next 5 years, you won't be able to afford it. And these people are trying to figure out affordable housing. That's bullshit. You're putting affordable housing in Beverly Hills. If you can't afford it, get the hell out of the city. Go where you can afford. It's that simple. See, the reality is just like anything else in life. You had some money. You spent it. You pissed it away. No, stop it. Write down credit, loan, and money, please. Here's your problem. Write down reference 3 times 5. Reference 3 times 5. I want you to put $100,000 in a damn bank account. 100,000. Oh, you don't have it? Let's take it off of a damn credit card. Got it? Let's reference 3 times 5. Let's let the bank give us $1.5 million or borrow money. Borrow money is not taxable. So we're going to have your corporation get a franchise as a division, an apartment complex. You're going to have a line of defense, and you're not going to screw up anymore. And you're going to build financial freedom my way, because I'm going to do it for you too. I'm going to drag you up the hill if that's what it takes. You will build residual income in the next 4 months, all right? Or get the hell out of my way because you're just in my way. 4 months or less. It's about time you get off your assets. If you want cash credit, personal or business, $5,000 to $500,000, it's simple. If you allow me as an affiliate, taking any of the cards that I have, very simple, this stack, whatever it might be, and I add you to that card through the dashboard. I reference the history right for you, and then from there, as I get you built up, I ask for separate billing. Does that make sense? So this way you spend what you can afford to spend into a program. You don't get uncomfortable. And as we build credit, you use the credit to finance your way into the next project. And you write it off on your taxes. If a division screws up, you throw the sucker away, go get another one. Your problem is you only allowed yourself to be one. All lines of credit, unless you're in a coaching program, all right, are at 10%. 5,000, 10,000, okay, 25,000. 50,000, 100,000, 250, 500,000. So all lines of credit, I'll build you up as well. It's 10%. But the reality is that, and then we're done. Okay. If you're in my coaching program, I'm giving you hell of a discount because I want to get you where you want to go. See, the gift about coaching is you're going to put me on retainer the rest of your life. That's what people did for the last 45 years. So we have a problem with Google right now. They're in court. They got indicted. I guess this year's the year of indictments. Okay. Next problem we have is Amazon just got hit with the antitrust lawsuit. They're going to be good for 36 months and things are going to change. Just mark my words. I'm never wrong about this. I've never been wrong when it comes to this. Sorry, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I'm not wrong. From there, understand. I want you to think about the 26 franchises I play with. Okay. Wendy's, Taco Bell, gas stations, laundromats, apartment complexes, commercial real estate, even basically laundromats, okay? I've always picked necessity businesses. No matter what happens, when shit hits the fan, they still have money coming in. So let's understand what happens. Based on how I build you up to something, let's say I build your corporate and your divisions, all right, based on, listen to my words, example, based on the credit, we would put down in an escrow, 90 days. You have to maintain the payment to get through the 90 days. At the end of 90 days, all right, you got to look at what you have as one of these silly businesses. 40,000. I have a client. We just did basically the, all right, laundromat. We're doing a Wendy's. I got another one doing a dry cleaners. 3 dry cleaners. He put 124,000 in escrow. Off the credit, he's maintaining it. He wanted 3 at one time. Okay, I told him to get to 40, 50,000 at the most, but he wants 3. Now, at the end of the day, when it closed escrow, he's getting 30,000 a month. Okay, I would have picked something else, but that's what he wanted to do. Now, I love that basically when you go into the dry clean, they don't even dry clean clothes. The company actually has someone pick them up and they service them at a factory and bring them back. So all you have is people running the counter. That's pretty simple. The insurance is cheap too. So if you put 40,000 down on a monthly, you have to plan your residual income. That's 3,000 to 10,000. You did not plan this. You did not build residual income, and your biggest mistake is what you did to you. I'm going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. 100,000 down in whatever project it would be. Again, third-party management. If you want me to get you into one and you want to run it, I'm going to say I don't want anything part of it. It has to be managed by third party, period, because I don't want you anything besides being an investor. Again, as we put 100,000 down, you're looking at 10 to 45,000. 250 down on a project, it could be the Wendy's, you're going to get $50 to $100,000 a month. Okay, you're going to have someone else manage it for you. The goal is, these are the things that I like, boring businesses. It's called residual income. That's why I put in my book years ago, Cash Flow Fee Per Time. Understand something, residual income, why today's the day you get started. I have a program only 30 people get to go into because I can only do 4 calls a day. Very simple. If you're not one of the 30, you miss your opportunity, it's over. It's that simple. See, this is my 45th year. I'm done. All right. I did my last boot camp. It was done in June. So if you want to become an investor, you can. The goal is, understand in your mind, you're not going to run the business. You're going to own the business. There's a big difference. We're going to look at, okay, you go to a franchise trade show. Fantastic. You're like a friggin' deer in the headlights. Ah, what do I do? And then you listen to everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry. Everybody ding dong. Bottom line is, we're going to buy an existing, all right, business that has proven record in third-party management. That is the goal. From there, the dry cleaning that we just did for the client. Okay, here's what we did for him. Very simple. 124,000, we made 125 down. Got 3 locations. Okay, again, managed by third party. Very simple. All right, the monthly income right now on all 3 units is $63,250. Is that good or bad? So here we have, now under that $63,250, he has to pay the debt he created. So he has to pay down, you know, so his net's going to be about $47,000 a month. So is that residual income? Then ran by third party. If we did the laundromat, we got a client, no problem. All right. Again, he wanted to argue about to run it because he can make more money. I don't understand, stupid. When he doesn't run it, he gets $30,000 a month. When he runs it, he gets 47. The goal is not to be greedy, it's to share the profits. So then you can get another location and location. Divisions allow you to do multiple functions. If we're going to focus the Wendy's like I just did for 2 clients, then we're going to go after the Wendy's restaurant as well. The gas station as well. Your key thing is to get started today in the program for coaching, because there were basically 30 people. It's being closed out. As fast as we get to 30, we're done. I think we're halfway there. So let's understand, become an investor. This means don't run the business, own the business. This is where the division process comes in, because divisions can have multiple functions. One court managing multiple functions. Here's an apartment complex as an example. This is for sale today. Okay, what would you do? Come on. What would you do for that apartment complex? Okay, now this is what I do. And I want you to think, all right, it's in fun. So they want $3 million for this apartment complex. Okay, they want 10% down, that's $300,000. We don't take it out of our pocket, we take it out of the credit we built. Listen carefully. You don't do something you're uncomfortable with. You put cash, credit, whatever, you finance your way into the next project. You write it all off on your taxes because corporate credit's a write-off, and the goal is you don't screw up. You don't back yourself in a corner. Very simple. I don't do this for the money, I do it for the game. It's fun. So 10% down. So what do we get to do? Now, as we do this, let's keep in mind, well, we've created some debt. The payment is going to be $23,000 a month. 300,000 down, we got to maintain the payment, get through escrow. Now, as we do this, the current income is 36,000. So if we look at the difference, you're going to think, here's your go, good, okay, good. We just borrow money to get into an apartment complex. We now have positive cash flow of 13,000 a month. But you think you're done. You're not done. See, your problem is you. I don't understand you. And your biggest problem is you're not done until I say you're done. Isn't that terrible? I get to boss my clients around, and that's half the fun. Because I want them to do what I want, when I want, how I want. and I make them happy. Sometimes I piss them off and I tell them what to do. That's just me. All right. Sometimes I make them cry. But again, guess what we're going to do? Let's understand, because I'm going to be honest and blunt. You're going to do what I tell you to do. I'm going to guide you, and I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to sing Kumbaya. We're going to split deed each unit, and you're going to do an assignment of mortgage. That's right. You're going to get off your butt and become the bank for 30 friggin' years. Your income immediately becomes $76,000 a month. And then we're going to do it again and again and again. See, your problem is you. It's about time someone teaches you how to play the game. So we're going to focus on real estate, franchise, storage units. So if you're not in my coaching program, good luck. I mean, let's understand. I can get you to million to billion. I've done it for 45 years for millions and millions of people, and you haven't done it yet. So good luck on you. If you want me to do it for you, with you, then you get in a coaching program. So we're going to buy the income, what you need to learn to do, and we're going to pick boring businesses. Now, here's how it works. Very simple. I already told you to take a picture of this. So I want you to focus exactly what you'd have to invest in a coaching package. So let's say weekly. Do you piss away $300 a week on crap? You probably do. 600. Bi-weekly could be 600 to 1200. Okay. Monthly, $1,500 to $2,400. The most you would pay in a coaching package if you financed it. Again, it depends on you as you structure this. I want you to believe in you, because I'm going to hold your hand. You and I are going to build a relationship. I do with all my clients. That's the best way to do it, no matter what. So let's understand what happens. I want you to stop having reruns, because that's what you've been doing your whole life. It's always the same old crap. You get up, you get in bed, do this and this and this. Tomorrow, your assignment is to get up an hour earlier. Okay? Find your me time. Your goal should be for the next 4 months, getting your first residual income, okay, of $10,000 to $50,000 a month. That is your goal. So again, that's our focus, because you never did it and you should have did it a long time ago. Okay, let's focus on that. What's going to happen is there's 10 in the 30 days, or excuse me, 3 months. There's 10 in the 6 months, and there's going to be 10 in this year and next year's. It's like 15-month program. Okay, as we do this, all classes. Every class I do, you're stuck with me. Every video conference, you're stuck with me, with a group of people. Calls, your private calls with me weekly. Rapid rescore to push your personal credit up to maintain your 750 and above. Now, you're going to bring your tuition here, this office, in the conference room once a month. We're going to basically go for your past, present, future, your blueprint. If you can't fly in one time, then we're going to Zoom it with you. You have to realize I'm going to build you like Humpty Dumpty, my way. What's going to happen is you're going to master projections. You're going to know how to do limits on cards and limits on lines of credit. I am going to be one of your CFOs, increase your limits with you on the phone, daisy chaining credit into the millions. And on top of that, increasing credit limits. Very simple. That's what a coaching package gives you. All three of these, you can put $1,000 down and you can finance the balance. So this way you have no excuses why not to get into one, besides you're lazy or you don't want to get to $1 million dream. It's simple. The 3 months program, the balance would be $7,000. So it's an $8,000 package. So $7,999, okay? You pay in full, listen carefully, if you paid in full, all right, for that 3 month coaching program, I will build you $100,000 of cash credit to that project. $100,000. Again, if it's paid in full. So again, you can put the $1,000 down or you can maintain the payments. Either way, you're stuck with me. Within the 4th month, we better have you in your first unit. That's the goal. From here, all right, the 6 months program, the balance will be $14,000 if you put $1,000 down. It's a $15,000 program. Remember, lines of credit are $10,000. I'll discount lines of credit added to a coaching package because I know where you're spending the money. Not just going to piss it away and screw up again, which most people do. So what happens is very simple. 6 months program, all right, $1,000 down. You worked out those payments during that 6 months. All right, again, what we talked about. Or if you paid in full $15,000, I'm going to build you $250,000 of credit. Okay. The faster the credit, the faster we put something in escrow, the faster you get residual income. If you did this year and next year's, okay, literally you can break it down and you can make monthly payments of about 2,500 bucks. So you can break that down in weeks, 4.3 weeks in a month, okay? So if you did this, this is basically going to be 31,000 bucks. If you put 1,000 down by the time you make your payments, and we're going to get you into multiple units, okay? From there, if you paid in full, you save 15% discount, and the payment is $25,000. $25,000 usually only gets you $250 of credit. So here, all the coaching with me this year and next year, I'm going to build you $500,000 of cash credit, okay? If it's paid in full. Though it's very simple, you do a Zelle for your down payment, all right, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. You call the office and have your specialist work with you. So remember, I want to build your life. I'm looking for 30 people. I got half what I need. From there, I want to close it out. Next year, radio, TV show in my coaching programs, putting them on TV and radio and having fun with them. Okay, that's all I want to do. From there, again, based on the down payment, we maintain the escrow. This is the residual income you should be focusing on. And it's always a range because we want to make sure we get the highest part if we can. And that's the goal in a coaching program. I like boring businesses, necessity business, okay? So today, I'd like you to look in the mirror. I'd like you to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself some questions. Number one, what did you do yesterday to get towards the $1 million dream? I don't think you did anything. Did you get the list this week for probate? Did you get the list for repo, divorce list, bankruptcy list? Opportunities there. Are you selling supply and vendor credit on Amazon or eBay? Your corporation needs $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money, and basically vendor money up to that as well. And I'll help build most of that for you anyway. By the time you're done turning around with me, by next year, you're going to have about a $10 million company. Okay? But the biggest problem we still have is you. You got to stop thinking, just do. Making a money-making machine should be the goal. Okay? 100,000 to basically $1 million of supply and vendor money. Maybe you want to sell an OPM money on Amazon and eBay. It's using down in Brad Street. Simple. I like goodies. I like to get you your own goodies if you allow me to and coach you all the step of the way and do most of the work for you anyway. As we play God's gift, houses in the harbor too. Yachts and race boats to say Ray Reynolds University. I always put my name on it so you understand I obtained it and it's not a bunch of BS because there's too much BS in the world. Again, we get to play. There's the goal. But me, I accomplish all my goals. I always have. When I kicked the door jam at 10, then the bachelor would think, what? You see, I hold the record for the fastest and highest kick on the planet. And white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. From there, I kicked at the lights at night. No matter where I come from, where you come from, you can reach your goal. The only thing in your way happens to be you, sorry to say. One of my first cars was a Quintos Lamborghini. I don't hear no. Why do you hear no? See, I'm sorry. When someone says no, I say, thank you, have a nice day. In the back of my mind, I go, they don't know how to do it, so they're just in my way. See, you got to understand, no does not mean no. It means you accepted it. From there, you have 1,000 steps to $1 million dream. 1,000 steps. I designed this for me, and I want you to use it as well. From there, I live by 3 things. I plan the problem because you didn't plan your friend and family to rip you off. I plan to live. I plan to die. There's the goal. Can you draw the diagram in front of you? I want you to understand something today. Everywhere around you, you see rich and famous people who don't bring the pain on like you. Bank of America has bankrupt thousands of locations. They're called branch numbers. They have separate tax IDs. Chase Bank, US Bank, Wells Fargo, Sam's Club, Geico, Citi's. So if your first goal should be stop bringing the damn pain home, and again, learn to be that certified CFO. I got to get you to understand millionaire. I need you to reprogram your brain. I'm sorry, the way you do things are wrong. When I started my first blueprint at the Torrance Library, I was 9.5 years old. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. It works for me. So I want you to understand, today you need 5 things. I'm hoping you have your tablet and pen ready to write it down because you can't take pictures or record. You're treading water right now and you're playing it safe. If we take the money I build you under a program and coaching or whatever it might be, and you finance the dream, you get to write it all off anyway. 750 score is what you need. Not a care credit first premier. You need a real 750. You need a corporation with up to 30 divisions. All right, you need cash credit up to 1 million. You need checkbook money up to 1 million, and then you need supply and vendor money as well. The goal is what you need. These are must-have things. So write it down, please. See, if we look at that diagram one more time, corporation managing entities, all right, you stop bringing the pain home, you put your ducks in a row, and I get to personally repackage you my way under the corporate umbrella. So let's understand. I have incorporated rich and famous people, 2 presidents in the world so far. All right, very simple. Reagan was my favorite one. All right, my favorite president was actually Abraham Lincoln, and Reagan was number 2. When Nancy said, just say no, I did teach our children. Became the DARE program. So let's understand, I need you to turn these up and listen a little bit better today. You probably sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. So we're going to start a business, honey. And then you turned around from there. Hopefully someone with half a brain says, what if something goes wrong? What you did is you jacked up your cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, and you can't write a dilly squat. I'm sorry, don't take it personally, but that's stupid. There's no reason you need to bring the pain home in the first place. But because you didn't have a coach like me, you brought the pain home and keep kicking your own assets too. Write down today's date, project 90 working days, please. You're going to basically, if you allow me to do everything for you, most of the things, drag you there. In 90 days, you're going to knock down 1,000 friggin' times. You're only going to win 10. That's how it works. That's just some goodies I obtained. So when I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago, page 6, it always said cash flow for your time. That's what I was doing for myself. Page 6, basically paragraph 3. Simple. As we play, there I am in a coma in 2009. 14 years ago, I got to die, come back broke and homeless again. It's like, God, why? I'm worth millions and billions. I'm helping people 6 days a week. I'm at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for 32 years. As my wife always reminds me, I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles. All right, the reality is simple. There I'm dead. She found Ron in my office at One Technology Drive over on Spectrum stealing my books with a U-Haul truck. Tom, my IT guy, sold my websites and my phone numbers. It took me 10 years to get Ray Reynolds University back. But the guy, he sold them all to a damn porn site. Never call the phone number on the CD, please. So understand the people around you, you don't know if they're going to knock you out the cliff or just going to kick you and die. Now, if you want a full copy of the blueprint for the $1 million, that's simple. All right, it's 1,000 steps. I sold it to Bonaventure for $5,000 a set. Today, it's yours for 99 bucks. Yeah, yours. Shipping and handling, that's all it is. So take a picture of this page right here, Zelle. Tell you Zelle your deposits or anything else. You put RW in your Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at racecredit.com, bank wire transfer deposit. From here, you can always call the office as well. See, starting that business, I'm sorry, the people around you, you know that they're going to knock you off the cliff, they're going to catch you, you're going to die. I hold your breath, please. So let's understand for me, it's very simple. When I was a little boy being used and abused, it sucked. I got to the point I had to get up at 2:25 so the abuser wouldn't get me. So I've been waking up at 2:25 since I was a little kid. But I always go look in the mirror. I do my mirror test every day. I put myself in check. See, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like you guys. I got to go in hell. I wanted out of hell. Now, every time you have an idea, what do? You talk to your friends and family. Have you ever noticed they interrupt you? And they tell you, you should do it this way, that way. They haven't done crap, but they're going to tell you how to do your idea. You ever notice that stupidity? See, the reality is you allowed them to cloud your direction. You might want to stop that right away. Now, here's July 4th, 2009. One of the 3 yachts in the backyard. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. I want people all the time. My wife wants to take out one of the yachts with a group of people. No problem. From there, the next day I get to die. I'm dead. 5:41. I get to hear what's going on in the room. It's really weird. I thought it was a dream. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. But Jesus said, you get to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So I want to show you how I'm God's example for every one of you. I moved 24 times. I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. So I've got no excuse, and neither do you. You're feeling sorry for yourself should be 3 minutes or less. Truly God's example for you. I have a book coming out this year. It's called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian is a way of life and not a moment in time. Hardest thing ever to be in the first place. But then I got this other one coming out called Bite Your Tongue, Live Longer. It's for men to shut up and not talk to women the way they do sometimes. When they're pissed off, go yell at the sky. See, a woman's a tape recorder. Now, I wrote another section of this book because I have to write it for my wife and my daughter. They got to bite their tongue and live longer. Simple. Fighting the monster within. Bullshit doesn't pay my bills. True. Simple. Fighting the pain. So let's get you past go. Let's get you on basically unstuck. Lamborghini collection, Duffy's, and mansions. How about the highest kick on the planet? Why men do jump? Stupid people say we don't. How about more Lamborghinis? How about basically race boats and helicopters and U-Docks and yachts and Ferraris? Why not? I obtained some goodies. Would you like some too? I call it Ray's Rules. Is that all right? I use my blueprint to see if we go get it. You might want to master that too. Now, credit repair, sorry to say it's a fraud. It's a bunch of crap. They don't have a magic wand going to remove good credit. If you're guilty, you're guilty. You screw the creditor. Understand what you need to do. Yes, they can say the Fair Credit Reporting Act says you can dispute. Yeah, but if it's accurate and it collects an account, it's going to keep kicking your ass, and they're not even allowed to collect money up front. But you got all these ding-dongs on TikTok and Google and YouTube going, we can repair your credit. It's not broken. Even the Credit Repair Organization Act says that too. Fraud. Now, what are you supposed to do? Simple. You go to basically Section 611, write it down, you'll Google it, Section 611. It'll tell you what you need to do. The next thing is if you basically owe a creditor collection agency, they're not going away. They're trying to kick your ass. Heads. So you can't be a crook and rip off the creditor. You got to man up, woman up, negotiate the debt. TRW stood for the report's wrong, became Asperian. I'd helped design this years ago. All right. Again, you stay between 25, 29%. Is good, fair, or hell no. 2 cars don't use those rules. Only 2 on planet Earth. If you truly want a 750 score, you negotiate any open collection account. From there, it's very simple. All cards at 25, 29% rule, but 2. You let me do a rapid rescore that I invented 39 years ago. Very simple. When I was working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough. Now we got basically what? We're going to call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. That's how it works, is we play. Now let's give you some steps today. You ready to play some more? So Intuit bought Credit Karma, December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma was indicted a couple times in the past for lying to their teeth too. The ultimate goal, step 1. Now what I'd like to do today, not tomorrow, today, is I want to look at your credit reports today. I want us to analyze them. I want to show you exactly what I need you to do, and I'll do the works for you too. 750 score in 90 days if you don't have it already. I'm going to basically call your case number in rotation on a Saturday. Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays, I do classes all the time live. Now, here's that form called SS5 you didn't pay attention to. Sorry, none of you did, not even mommy. So it says name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above. So let's focus how it works. We got an SS5 form no one paid attention to get an SS in to get the 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. If you pull out your Social Security card in your personal wallet today, it's not even your card. It'll tell you don't laminate, don't carry with you, and no use for ID purposes, and it says sole property SS administration, not you. You got that for one reason, to create a 1040 tax return. When you got your first check a long time ago, all right, you asked where your money was. It's gone. You thought the company you worked for ripped you off. They turned around and said, hey, no, the IRS gets your cut, you get the leftover. That's why we're ducks and sheep. Well, because we don't know how to play. So today, look at irs.gov, look at the 1244, and find out you can file one single tax return and not pay tax anyway, in most cases. Isn't that fun? So I like to do the coaching program to teach you how to break even. I'd like you to balance your debt and quit bringing the pain home, because that makes no sense. All right, from here, SS5, SS4, tax before we get the leftover. Here, we get to spend all the money first and pay tax on the leftover. So if we learn to balance our debt, we can learn how to play. Would that be okay if I coach you all the way? SSN, you're going to be what? A CFO for the corp and the divisions. SS4, and that way you choose wisely from now on, and then be a double CFO. And put your ducks in a row. Would that be okay? We're going to do it my way for a while. Here's that SS5 you didn't pay attention to. Can we compare it to the SS4? Here you go. Line 1 says legal name of entity. Banks, grocery stores, and cities file bankruptcy and locations branch numbers. It also says or your name, individual person. So if we dissect this form some more, we'll find out it even says banking and credit purposes right there per entity. You didn't give yourself a second chance. Why didn't you do that? Why did you let yourself be a duck and a sheep? So your corporation is going to do 4 things. That's it. This is Ray's rules. Very simple. You're going to buffer tax. All credits are write-off. Current fleet price, free buffet. That's it. Your corporation is going to have division process. I invented 8586. Line of defense, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate when you're doing flippity-dippity-doos. Your division is going to give you the line of defense so you quit screwing up your life. If you screw one up, you're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, get rid of the piece, no intent to do fraud. You're going to let me build that corporate umbrella up to $1 million. Is that okay with you? If I get to do it my way versus yours? Because I'll get you there. Your way haven't got there so far. I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do, as long as you're part of the program. That means you have to go to class, not fall in your what, and follow through. If you violate the program, or you basically apply and you crash the wrapper rescore and screw it up, okay, the bottom line is they got to charge your fee or close your case. So past cannot chase future. You got an open collection account, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. IRS, they have a program too. They have a form called 656, 433A and B, step number 3. So let's play. Now here's some goodies that I obtained for me. Why don't you obtain for you? Let's understand something. 750 is waiting for you. Let us analyze your credit right away today. We'll put you in a rapid refresh. We'll block crap, build you credit up and away, and I can get your points maybe up to 96 points, if not more, in 3 days like I did this person. Simple. You see, everybody in the rapid rescore, if they do what exactly I asked them to do, they're at a 750 and above. See, I got no excuses, neither do you. Because I'm sorry, I'm going to put you in check. We're going to build a relationship. I'm going to make you happy. I might piss you off. I might even make you cry. But what I'm going to do at the end of the day, I'm going to get you where you need to go. Your way, sorry, you didn't make it work. Now, I'm going to take over. Here's a nice lady. Why I got a 651, Ray? Well, simple. Why you using half your cards? My attorney, my CPA, and my banker told me to. Dumb, and dumber. We basically taught her how to balance your debt. Rapid rescore got her an 801. Now, here's a nice family. Come on. This family needed some help. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask some questions, and he sold them a bankruptcy, which they never needed in the first place. I asked him, what do you think he's going to sell you, pickle or a banana? See, they bankrupt. Understand, bankruptcy should never be done, period, even though it's under the Federal Protection Act, unless they're going to garnish your wages today or steal your house. There's always a way to play the game. Understand. Here's 500 to build them up. Okay. Next family have 11 collection accounts. Here's 3,000. So Rapid can go around the crap and build credit now. If you allow me to rebuild you, or if you tell all your friends and family about me, I'll rebuild them too. And I'll even give you a 10% referral fee. So today, I understand you go to class on Wednesday, Saturday, and Friday. What is our goal? 750 score, rapid rescore. I'm going to charge you $999. I'm going to give you $1,000 cash card back to you to reimburse you. From there, if you do it during this broadcast, I discounted half price of $499. So there's $499. The card's $500. Now, if you have a corporation, I'm going to rebuild you, your CFO, and the credit rebuilding rapid for free in the starter package. If you have a corporate, build the one you have. If not, I'll hand you one for free. I've been given articles, also tax ID for free for 45 years. All you do is pay a filing fee. Set up on level 1. Every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You invest $999, and I give you $5,000 of credit back to you. Is that okay if I give you 5 times your money back? How about $24.99? I give you $25,000. Okay. So here, I'm going to analyze you today. I'm going to basically, add history, and I can see if I can pop you something today or tomorrow morning. Simple. That's what we get to do. And you become a certified CFO. Understand those opportunities from there is up to you. Use Zelle during the program, or you call 800-254, 9506 now. Ask for a specialist. There you go. There's your Zelle too. It's up to you. Again, there's that phone number one more time. Now remember, if you use a card, they're going to charge you 5%. Now here's another problem. When I'm in the process of repackaging you, you have a lot of mistakes you made. You maybe don't even realize this. As a voter, they sell that list 412 times a year. So that's how you got on the written list as well, robocalls and junk mail. Maybe you have a cable bill or a corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? Opt out for 5 years to get off the national mailing list. Here's the phone number in front of you. Very simple. As we play this game, the next thing I need you to start planning the problem. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You didn't have your defensive circle set up. Next thing from there, you spent thousands that didn't work. We're going to take and give you the discipline about safety credit. Stick in the back of the card, like you said earlier today. You're going to create a line of defense, and you're going to quit bringing the pain home. All dashboards say now 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Why did I design for Yarborough years ago too? Very simple. So if we play this game the right way, you can get that discipline down. Step number 5. Now let's understand today, all right, all cards use the 21% rule, but 2. So our focus is to get you these 2 cards as soon as possible. Why? They don't fluctuate as long as you maintain a payment. You can max them out to up to $1 million. It's very simple. Now you can keep your discipline in the 750 score for the rest of your life. So we play. You lose your job, have an emergency, what do? Simple. You run out of time, you run out of money, and you can't wait to go jack up your cards and tell the world feels sorry for you in about 42 days. So the average person wastes $50 every other day. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank, because you need $5,000 now. They're all going to tell you no because you said the word need. From there, this card here, if you have a safety card, the payment's $50 a month, and the average person wastes $50 every other day. So if we take what you waste in a given week, it's $140. That's $600 a month. $50,000 on a card is less than $612.26. The average person, what they waste in a given month, could have bought 2 pizza restaurants during a damn pandemic with a drive-through using some common sense. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Write down Ray's rules now. Please write down the only thing can screw up in your life from now on is a division. Write it down because I'm serious. This would have gave you $71,000 of safety. You didn't have the rules and tools. When I'm done with you, the only thing you will screw up ever in your life, if it got screwed up, not your intention to do fraud, would be a division. Never the corp in your family. That stops. That BS stops today because you're not allowed to bring the pain home after I rebuild you. The only thing that can screw up is a division. This is how you have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Step 7, you become a certified CFO and you stop bringing the pain home. The goal, simple. As we do this, there I am dead, 2009, July 5th, 5:41. Google the address, you find out I'm telling you the truth. I was in 2 comas so far. One, I was crippled, 5.5, using my face as a brake. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you again. See, I think the devil's trying to knock us down to hold us back. God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty, if you allow me to do that for you, please. Corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued, so guess what? They're going to sue is you unless you have a division process. The lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. Now, this is pathetic. He lost his job. He's got 2 kids. Number 1, I say it's pathetic. He's good enough, strong enough to go get a damn job. So you go to the church, you get some food. From there, you drive an Uber, you drive a Lyft, and you go have a garage sale. I came out of a coma with millions and billions, broke and homeless. Again, wife and kids. What did I do? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. I built $1 million of credit in less than 6 weeks. No more BS. No more excuses for anybody. It's ridiculous. A corporation can build itself. You have to learn to play. Division gives you the line of defense. The only thing that screws up from now on is what? A division. Not your corp, not your family. Quit letting yourself be a duck and a sheep. Under the corporate umbrella, I will build you up to $1 million. Understand, I'm going to get you the tax ID. I'm going to add the history and create the credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. And then I'm going to get you cash credit and line you up for checkbook money. Write it down. It's very simple. From here, 9 divisions usually is up to $1 million. 41 is $5 million. You'll see it in my book called Buckets of Money. Very simple. And you today, you're responsible to check out your corporation or the one I give you. Your name's on it as the incorporator officer. You have to put your ducks in a row. And you probably use your home address. It was called silly and dumb. When they sue the corp, they sue you. That called sucks. You have to create your line of defense. The only way to play. And I'm the only one that teaches what I teach on planet Earth anyway. So take a picture of this. Lines of credit are 10%. So understand something. The only time I discount them from now on is if they're in a coaching program, because I know where the money's going to go. And I know they're going to get to a routine in residual income. So every card I get you, I want to teach you in my daisy chain class how to get them to 9 more. Then I want to teach you how to get daisy chain in lines of credit per entity, up to $2.5 million of credit. Write down daisy chain. I invented that too. Every division, I'm adding 2,000 of history, tax ID, reality under the umbrella for you. Each division is $499. You get 3 for $14.97. You basically Zelle, transfer, bank, deposit, and wire. You can call the office, 800-254-9506. They charge 5% if you use a credit card. It's up to you. Talk to a specialist. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I love goodies, but your goal should be $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. Make you a money-making machine. Maybe $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit, OPM money. Dun & Bradstreet. Sell at Amazon and eBay. So if I get you built here, can I get you a green card, please? Times 9. Can I get you the B of A times 9? Can I get you basically the Wells Fargo times 9? Will you allow me to get you the Inc. times 9? The gold times 9? Up to 5 million? Now can I line you up for checkbook money too? Your banks will give you up to 500,000 of checkbook money as long as you have a 2-year corporation. If you don't get it done right away, corp, profit, or nonprofit divisions, you kind of screwed up. That's up to you. These are the 5 that I like the best of checkbook money, up to $5.4 million under the corporate umbrella. That's the ultimate goal. Now, on Saturday, my class is from 6 to 5. There's 10 of them. And at 8:30 in the morning, I have a specialty class in rotation. This Saturday, it's leveraging money. How do we leverage? Reference 3 times 5 and leverage it into millions and billions. If you're not in a specialist class, it's okay. It's $9.99 for 90 days. Ultimate goal, or it's $4.99 per class. Simple. So I want you to focus right now. Borrow money is not taxable. If you allow me to repackage your life, and you whatever you afford to put in something and build it up, let the credit build itself. Borrow money is not taxable. We're going to use the credit to get your lifetime income, which you kind of didn't do in the first place. See, it's not making money, getting 50, 100,000. It's residual income. You didn't buy your income. Biggest mistake you made, especially because you're getting older, slower, as per as you used to be. We have to focus on Ray's rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home. Now, if I gave you a check for $1 million today, what would you do with the check? You'd put in your personal account, you'd keep $375. I call that stupid. I would have told you put the $1 million in a corporation, a division of you. Biggest BS excuse I heard from attorney CPAs, well, they don't have a bank account and their name on it. A division with their name adds to the same bank account, dummy. Then we take that $1 million and we reference 3 by 5, and that's 15 million now. And then we pay everything first, and we pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. We get to play. The United States of America incorporated 50 states. They started 50 corporations and states and cities. And they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case blank hits the fan. And what did they do? Chapter 9 bankruptcy, the bankrupt the debt and stay in business. You could have did the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. The reality is up to you, step number 9. Please Google bankruptcy today. I'd like you to Google bankruptcy for a couple of reasons, because if blank's going to hit the fan, should it be you or the corporation or divisions? You get to choose this time. You get to protect your family like you should have did in the first place. Step 10. As we play, add you to my credit system. I can build you up to $1 million of cash credit. As long as you go to class, don't fall in your what, and you follow through. Starter package. Let's rebuild your credit rapid score. Articles also tax ID for free. How about we get you set up level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me live. And then from there, $9.99 to give you $5,000 of credit back as we rebuild your life. See, there's no more excuses for you now. $24.99, you get $25,000. Going to analyze you, add history, and start popping credit today? No more excuses for you. Again, there's Zell. Call the office right away, 800-254-9506. Your problem is still you. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of my way, I'll rebuild you. Is that okay? I want you to understand. Getting past go, God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, the race boats and the yachts and the goodies. I'd like you to change your driver's license down the road to a P.O. Box mailing address, more privacy. Now, the next thing we have to understand is basically your car. You got your car. Oh, goody for you. You went to the dealership. They sweated you for 5 hours, treated you like a duck and a sheep. And then you got up to 9 inquiries, lost $30,000, $40,000. See, that's not how you buy a car. How you buy a car is fleet price tax ID division. That's how you buy a car. Oh, you're going to buy a house? Oh, goody. Put 2 people on the loan? No. Why would you create loan to value problems with 2 people? You lose the house and the car. What happens next? You get shitty credit. And then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have a tax problem and double shitty credit. It sucks. Your car, registered owner today, should be changed to a division because you have to plan the problem. There's all these things about bumpity bumps now. The next thing is we play every piece of property you get should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up too. Your house payment is offset by what your income is, offset by your house payment, offsets of taxes. From here, Amazon, they didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? See, they're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. He used a line of credit to buy Twitter in 24 hours. Everybody watched him do it, and we watched them all screw it up, being twirly dumb. Now, X marks the spot. But he's got a spaceship, so the other 2 guys. I guess they get to beam themselves up too. Whee! So you could be joining the club and winning the battle if you want to. But that's basically step 15. Now, Apple was bankrupt in 97. Yeah, Apple Computer, bankrupt. Bill Gates was indicted 4 times because they had a monopoly, what they're doing after about Google and Amazon next. But what did Mr. Gates do? Very simple. Mr. Gates, he took a line of credit. He wrote a check for $150 million. He gave them their line of credit, made them make the payment. Borrow money is not taxable. It costs them nothing to help them. He said he had to create competition. They didn't indict him again. Very simple. So run your life through a corporation in conjunction. That would be the ultimate goal. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Very simple. Your paycheck is taxable income. You pay the car payment, gas registration, insurance. I'd be yelling no right now driving a company car like I do. Step 17. The next thing is, why don't you get a copy of an SS4 today? Go to irs.gov. Find out it says banking and credit purposes. Find out basically the truth will set you free. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to follow stupid. Sorry to say, but that's true. You got a goal, understand. Today, there's a nice lady. She had a baby. Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. Every woman's got to sign that SS5 form to get the SS in for the baby so they can bond the baby right away. And that's how they do it. Everything to me is rules and tools. You buy a house, it's escrow closed homestead trust. You have a house not in a trust, they sue you, they take it away. When you die, you get stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. You hire the contractor to fix up a property, they hire the subcontractor outside Home Depot, they slip, fall, cut corners. Guess what happens when they sue you? They take everything away. Kind of sucks. But if you do it my way, they get diddly squat. I like diddly squat, don't you? But look up the irrevocable trust today, step number 19. You could play if you want to play, but I'm going to teach you how to do that every step of the way. Now, if you want to be a crook and not file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Listen to his stupid attorneys and CPAs. All right? He went to prison for 3 years, $5 million fine. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, go back to the irs.gov, 656 433 A and B, get your butt back in the system. Step number 20 today. Very simple. So if you want to be an OPM, it means everything you buy, you save up to 70%. You don't pay a bill within 90 days. We close an escrow, get 200,000, we leverage it to 15 million. Remember, Ray's rules, leveraging money. From there, line of defense, borrow money is not taxable. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. You get to win. Isn't that fun? But the goal is like this. This is my office, 2009. Irvine Spectrum, 22,000 square foot. I had locations in 3 other states doing up $10 million a day. But I came back after a coma and got to die, and they took everything I had too. What am I going to do? Go home and go boohoo like most people do? No, thank you. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions, and I built $1 million of credit again. Very simple. Blackjack. I don't understand why people don't rebuild their lives the right way. I don't know why they brought the pain home in the first place. 1,000 steps to millionaire. 45 years of helping people get to the $1 million dream. Look at the calendar, how many working days you have left. If you don't do corporation, nonprofit, profit, and divisions now, they won't be on their second year in January. You're running out of time. Now, my next year, 2024, is going to be my workshops. No, it's going to be my what? Radio and TV show. Taking 50 clients literally through a program that I basically call coaching. Credit, loan, and money. By the way, that's financial freedom. Because you did not build a residual income, that's why everything in your life is like crap. I'm sorry, even if you got good credit and you're making money, did you get what you really want? I wrote it 45 years ago, cash flow for your time. Credit lines are at 10%. Pick the one you want, take a picture. Very simple. If you basically want to Zelle or call the office, you get to do that too. I want to put you in a coaching program. I want you to understand what you didn't make and you didn't do the residual income. Residual income is the key. So again, this is what I did for me. I want you to do it for you, but it's up to you. United States versus Google. They're in court last week, the week before. Very simple. Here we got Amazon. They're going to have some problems in the next 36 months. I'm not guessing. I've always been right. But again, it's up to you. So if we look at the 26 franchises I play with, the goal is, an example, you get into a coaching program with $1,000 down if that's what you want to do. From here, all right, it's a credit I build you. You put the down payment on that, what I choose for you. See, I don't care what it is, to be honest with you. I'm going to say I want to basically the laundromat or the dry cleaner or this and that. Based on the credit I build, what you can put into an escrow, maintain that payment, and close the escrow. No matter what it is, we're going to give you a couple choices anyway. But the bottom line is 40,000 down should give you residual income of 3,000 to 10,000 a month, something that lives forever or a lifetime. You've been doing it all wrong. Sorry. 100,000 is 10 to 45,000. 250 down, up to 100,000 a month. I mean, should you not build residual income and be an investor? What, you didn't think you could do this or something? I don't know why you didn't start. You should start now today. I'm putting 30 people in a coaching program. All right, there's only a couple left in the 3 months to 6 months or the year and a half. It's up to you. Do not run the business. If you want to run the business, I don't want to do it with you. I want you to have third party managing it for you. I want you to focus. When you go to that franchise trade show, fantastic. You go like a deer in the what? We're going to do existing boring businesses that build an income like this one here, the dry cleaners. 125,000 was down, escrow closed, and now between all 3 units, 63,250 a month. All right, after all the bills, about 47,000 a month. There's cash flow for your time. Now, divisions allow you different functions, so we should do other things as well besides that. Most corporations make you lock in what you're going to do. We're not going to do that. Laundromat. He wanted to get all the money. I said, no. All right, let's let the management company get their $17,500, and your income is very simple. This is what you get to get. And you get another one as well. Doesn't matter if we do the Wendy's restaurant as well. Simple. The gas station. Necessity business has to be done. You're not going to run it. You're going to allow a third party to run it for you, and you're going to be what? The owner. You're going to literally understand how to own a business, not run the business. Too many people are trying to run their damn business. It's ridiculous. Why would they do that? The apartment. Come on, I look at everything differently. I remember when Steve Jobs said I was the greatest lateral thinker he ever met in his life. And I believe it's true. Apartment complex, they want $3 million. No problem. They want 10%, 300,000, no problem. So that's payment now is $23,000 a month. But the current income, all right, is 36, no problem. Now we can turn some in Section 8s and all kinds of stuff. But then we have $13,000 of positive cash flow per month. Okay, residual income. Now, you're not done. I'm not done. You're not done. You're not done. I want you to split deed each unit. I want you to do assignment of mortgage. I want to turn that into $76,000 a month. Now, understand, when you're the landlord, they can sue the company or the entity, right? So you're liable. When you become the bank, they're liable if they don't pay the damn house payment. See, you reverse the liability on them and you win. That's the goal. Real estate, franchise, storage units. You got a program for 3 months, 6 months, or this year and next year. Very simple. We're going to focus on real estate, franchise, storage units, laundromats, dry cleaners. That's what we're going to focus on. All right. Your goal is to understand, and I want you to make a copy of this. Take a picture of this page. You know, any page when I say take a picture, you can. So at $300 to $600 a week, $600 to $1,200 a month, or bi-weekly, excuse me, or a monthly pay of $1,500 to $2,400. As I build you credit, you finance your way into a coaching package, and you become the investor you always wanted to be. You fantasize about investing in owning these hotels and locations and stuff. Let's make reality there. Again, that's your goal as we get to play the game. But understand something. What you need to do is stop having the rerun. I want you to focus on residual income, whether it's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, if not more. Sky is the limit if you get past go. It's up to you. Coaching, all classes this year, weekly conferencing, videos, calls with me all the time this year and next year, rapid rescore. And I want you in person doing the blueprint, you know, past, present, and future. I got to get you built my way because your way sucks. Do you understand that? I think all of you blew it, and I want to get you where you need to go. Don't take it personally. I just want to rebuild your life my way. That's the excitement. It's my fun. My wife calls this my hobby. I enjoy turning people into millionaires. But again, it's a choice. So the goal is to master. You are going to understand about projections, limits. All right. I'm going to help you, the CFO, on some of the credit, and we ask for more. Daisy chain credit for millions and increased limits. Every 46 days, we're going after that too. All three, listen carefully. All three, it's 1,000 down, 3 months, 6 months, or even this year and next year one. Okay. There's no excuse because everybody can come up with $1,000 put into a program. Your balance will be $69.99. This is an $8,000 package. You break it into those payments on a weekly basis. As I build credit, you can use part of the credit to pay for the program. And up and away. And as the credit gets into the what? Residual income. There's no excuse. If you did the 3 months and you paid in full, I'm going to build you $100,000 of credits right there. $100,000 of cash credit. Because that way I can get you your first location quicker. So again, the next thing is if you did the 1,000 down, you went to 6 months. Balance is 14,000. It's a $15,000 package. See, the credit lines are at 10%. I'm giving you that, and I'll just hold together. So it makes you have no excuses, by the way. So for 15 grand, if you paid in full, I'm going to build you 250,000 in cash credit. Okay, if you pay in full, that's the extra bonus. If you did it today, all right, now, no excuses. From here, if you wanted this year and next year, the coaching package, it's very simple. You put 1,000 down, your payments are about $2,500 a month. Okay. From here, you can break it down weekly. That's better anyway. It's 31,000 total for the whole package. Okay. From here, that's this year, next year. You pay in full is 25,000. If you pay in full, I'm going to build you $500,000 of credit, which would have cost you 50,000 for the credit anyway. So now we have no excuses. I want 30 people on my radio and TV show that I can show the world what we did for them, and they can tell their story and tell the world what's possible for them too. It's a Zelle for your deposit now. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. All right, the goal is, again, based on what we put down. The ultimate goal is what you can maintain through the escrow. That'll be the business we go after in these categories as well. Very simple. No more excuses. So the goal is a corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. So we got to protect ourselves. When it comes to the division, it gives us the line of defense. The biggest problem I've watched people, and I've realized about 4 months ago, I got to just get them into residual incomes. They're not doing what I want them to do fast enough, and they're just slowing down. They're not just like, you get them credit, it's not enough. Let's rebuild their lives. Division process. Each division, 2,000 of history, tax ID, very simple. Each division is $4.99, 3 for $14.97. It's a Zelle. Simple. Or you call the office at 800-254-9506. The biggest mistake you'll make today is you saw this, you didn't call the specialist, and get locked in before I get rid of the 30 spaces I have available. And half of them are gone anyway. What are you willing to lose? I mean, it's an honest question. I mean, what are you willing to lose? I didn't have a family once a kid. I got used and abused, and it sucks. A lot of us had hell. We didn't have the perfect world. Family, I finally got one. I'm not willing to lose it. Corporation, they sue that, they sue you. Division process. The way I've designed this is everybody gets checkmate. Step 23, ultimate goal. So understand, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. I've done it all my life. Raise rules, corporation divisions, training people to be a certified CFO, and getting them to the main art dream. Very simple. See, if you have joint credit, it's just in the way. You buy a house, escrow code, some said trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee. Get your divisions for franchise, real estate, all right, basically current business, line of defense. Raise rules. I like getting bonus credit for people because that way they can take away excuses, write it all off, and finance their dream and get where they want to go. Step 24, no excuses. If all you want me to do is get you 750, okay. We'll analyze you, add rapid rescore. We'll rebuild you. You go to class on Saturday, usually $9.99, you get a $1,000 card. Discounting during the program here, during this broadcast, $4.99, cards $500. Simple. Starter package, rebuild the credit course, CFO, 750 score. Articles all says tax ID. Free if you don't have them. Set up in level 1 with me every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, $9.99, 5,000 credit back. Nobody does this on planet Earth besides me. $24.99, 25,000 of credit back to you. Again, analyze, add history, and start popping credit today. The goal is let's do it right away. There's Zell. Or you go to call the number 800-254-9506. We have no excuses. You have no excuses now. You have the ability to get past go. I want you to give me referrals. I'll build you more credit. You want me to give you 10%? I'll do that too. As long as they sign up, they say your name. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I give you my personal email too. So Bank of America, bank with thousands of locations. Every bank does. All right, Citi. We look at Sam's Club, Geico. So if we play the game right, we can stop bringing the pain home. We can basically become that certified CFO through my coaching programs. And the reality is reprogramming you to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain. Stop bringing the pain home. We stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not calling 800-254-9506 right away and talk about a coaching program right away too, I'm sorry. How am I supposed to get you where you want to go? I don't know what else I can do besides help you get to the American dream. There's a question here. I always take copies of questions as I answer the questions because, all right, if I have to wait for IT, I don't want to wait. I'm impatient. What is wrong with this? Is it foggy or something today? Yeah. I don't like that. I want to see it nice and clear. All right. I am email, credit F, or evaluate. All right, my credit email, or this. Well, I don't evaluate credit for free. You have to be in a program if you want credit evaluated. That's up to you. Okay, we got to realize somebody there has to get paid to do it. Okay, and it's not something that just basically people do for free. So if you want it analyzed, we can analyze your credit. All right, there will be a fee. Just call the specialist. All right, and that's all you got to do. From there, Ray, all right, just want to check in. Have a great day. Well, God be with all of us. I think every day we wake up, it's a great day. I think what we have to focus on is the ability. God gave me the ability to help people. And if you allow me to do this, I can get you where you want to go. I'll make you happy. I might piss you off. I might make you cry, but I'm going to get you there. That's the ultimate goal. Now, that means you can't violate and screw things up. Right? There's a science behind the madness. So call 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist right away. Get into a coaching program. See what I can do for you too. Just always remember, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.